So, it has been revealed that Diddy is as problematic as people have been saying he was for years now. By the way, sorry about the lighting, but anywho, show must go on. You probably already heard that Cassie, Diddy's very long-time girlfriend, now broken up. I don't know if they ever got married. Maybe it is his ex-wife, but they've broken up. Have come out with a $30 million lawsuit accusing him of various disgusting things and behavior and abuses. She's accused him of not only being physically abusive, but sexually abusive by forcing her to perform sexual acts on sex workers, male sex workers, I think male sex workers, and also SA on her by Diddy. She's also accused him of drugging her up or keeping her drug fueled so he probably can control her, stalking her, beating her, verbally abusing her, and intimidating other men who are interested in her by blowing up their car. People have been accusing Diddy of being problematic for years now, from his alleged involvement in the whole Puff Daddy Biggie situation, from absolutely destroying the careers and screwing over other musical artists in the music industry, from individual music artists, from the whole fucking over all of the contestants from making of the band, from his weird ass eyes wide shut white parties that celebrities been coming out for years saying he is fucking weird, he's creepy, he's a fucking asshole. People have been saying this for years about Diddy. So I know it's alleged, and I know there's two sides to every story, and if other proof comes out that Cassie is completely lying out of her asshole, I will hold her accountable. But at this moment, I'm looking at Diddy side-eyed because it's been years that people have been saying Diddy is a fucking cunt. But Diddy is powerful. He is a powerful fucking man, a powerful force, not only in the music industry, but in Hollywood. And speaking of power, before I continue this story, I just want to digress a little bit. According to the basic and general definition of what a high value man is, according to the red pill community, not the manosphere, but the red pill community, Diddy fits that bill, minus one characteristic trait that I'll hit back later on in this video. Diddy is extremely fucking wealthy. He is rich as fuck. Even with these allegations, Diddy can pull whatever girl he wants, and he can date as young as he wants as long as it's legal, at least in the public eye. And so Diddy can flex all the options his heart's desire. He is influential, he is powerful, and he's admired by many other men. Other men inspire to be like him, or at least they did aspire before these allegations. Even with the rumors that Diddy swung the other way that's been going on forever, and I'm not saying they're not true, he could just swing both ways, still many men looked up to him. He still had lots of power and lots of influences. His voice and his ideas carried lots of weight. And another trait or action Diddy did that many of red pill gurus, men with mics, try to teach their fanboys or their mentees to date young, to get girls as young as legally possible. They use the excuse that it's biological and it's natural because they're more feminine and they're more fertile. But if that's true, why are dads pulling out their shotguns when a 40-year-old man try to pick up their 19-year-old daughters? I mean, it's only natural. Diddy pursued Cassie when she was 19 years old and he was nearly damn 40. I'm not totally against big age gaps, but sometimes people go after younger people because their brain is literally not fully developed. This is why I've said so many times in the comment sections of these red pill videos, I don't want a high value men, because high value men tend to treat their women and the people around them like shit. Because when you have power, like Diddy, who is a powerful man, power is inherently corruptible. And you treat the people around you like they're disposable. Like treating your wife and the mother of your children like a high-class escort. Because I pay the bills means I can cheat on you. Just because you're high value does not mean you have values where it really counts. For me, I want a man who possesses the values that I actually think are important. I want a man who is high in morals, high in standards, and high in principles. Yes, most girls, most women want a hardworking, ambitious man. But the red pill tends to skew the truth a little bit. Even people like Dr. Jordan Peterson have said, yes, women want men who are ambitious and hardworking. It can help take care of the household. and the family. But women also want men who are open and kind and generous. The red pill community tends to push the idea that women want dark triads. And if you don't know what a dark triad is, Google it. But again, people like Dr. Jordan Peterson, who studied this subject his whole life, says women with at least fully developed brains tend to not want dark triads, at least for long-term relationships. To be fair, there's one characteristic trait that Diddy did not possess that, according to the red pill community, high value men do possess, which is he didn't protect her. High value men, again, according to the red pill community, and I'm not doing air quotes because I'm holding my phone in the mic, but high value, according to red pill, is that the reason why a man should be able to practice his options and the reason why you should put up with any infidelity is because he is providing and protecting. But in this hyperbolic way where they pretend that a sneaky little ninja with a samurai sword is going to come attack the family any day now. Diddy didn't protect Cassie because he was the perpetrator. He was the one who harmed her, allegedly. Anyway, like I said, I digress. Cassidy finally got away from the grasp of Diddy after many years of trying. This was multiple attempts of her trying to escape because Diddy has so much control and so much influence. It'll be record labels and studios threatening not to release her music if she didn't go back to Diddy. Her bodyguards, limo drivers, friends of friends, everyone was cohorting to get Cassidy to stay with Diddy because he had that much control over her, including getting her hooked on drugs and substances, so a lot of times she wasn't in her right mind. But when Cassidy got old enough and had a fully developed brain, she left Diddy and she now realizes her relationship was toxic as fuck. So now she's suing for all of the fucking emotional abuse and suffering, the PTSD, the nightmares that she's had to go through, the years and years of therapy. I'm not going to go into all the details of what Cassidy has alleged Diddy has done. I'm sure you've already seen videos of people breaking it down. And if not, I'm sure if you go to the little search section on YouTube and type it in, there is a slew of videos breaking down what Cassidy has alleged Diddy did. I mean, if you go through the whole thing, if you deep dive that rabbit hole, it's like a fucking movie. I'm pretty sure they're going to come out with a movie. Hallmark, Netflix, already writing a script. Cassidy was a young girl who was groomed and pursued by a much older man who had lots of money and lots of power to be able to get away of years and years of abuse on her. Again, allegedly. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think of this video. Have you been side-eyeing P. Diddy for a really long time? What do you think about my rant with the whole high-value red pill scenario? Do you think men should be teaching men how to just be good men instead of high-value men? Or do you think that men should be constantly slaving their whole entire lives to money, fame, influence so they can have the control that Diddy had over Cassidy? Without the abuse. Without the abuse. Hey guys, so there's been an update. Recently, apparently P. Diddy and Cassidy has settled the lawsuit out of court, and probably for an undisclosed amount of money. It doesn't change anything that I said, and it does not change how I feel. It's really funny to me how people scream up and down how powerful men, how powerful people can just get away with murder. But, you know, when it's their favorite person or when it goes against their biases or their narrative, then it doesn't really make sense. P. Diddy, as I've said before, is a powerful man with lots of fucking influence. He has possibly, allegedly, got away with actual murder. So, someone not wanting to take a person like that to court, I can understand why she settled. But for some reason, everyone's looking at Cassie's side-eye for taking the money. But no one's looking at Diddy for settling out of court. Because we all know if it went to court, discovery phase. Where we get to dig into Diddy's life. We get to see the skeletons. We get to read the emails. We get to listen to the phone calls, messages. We get to see photos. We get to read the text messages. So, who do you think had more to lose, Diddy or Cassidy? It's funny to me how mostly men who really want this not to be true because they think all women who allege this is lying, pointed out the fact that she took the money, but didn't point out the fact that Diddy settled. If Diddy did indeed do what Cassidy has alleged that he did, then yes, I applaud her for taking the money. That pays for a lot of fucking therapy. And if you're already struggling with sobriety and struggling with your mental health, now you don't have to worry about working to help pay the bills, to help take care of the household, to help feed your kids. You can just focus on healing that mental, emotional, spiritual, psychological health so you can be a well-rounded mother and wife. So yeah, take the money. I know we're all looking forward to another Amber Heard and Johnny Depp drama series, so we have something to watch, listen to, and gossip about. But if this was what's best for her, then I'm not going to drag her about it. Again, if it comes out that she is lying, I will hold her accountable. But because Diddy has a long history of fucking over people, I'm tending to believe her. Like, comment, and subscribe. Please donate. It keeps me on this platform. I love you guys. Have an amazing and a beautiful day.